Hi guys, so back. I've done a little bit of work off camera just because it's really tedious for you guys to watch me cut the different you guys know what I'm talking about. I've actually lost the box. I lost the box. Oh, there it is. The different compartments. So it is dry, and there's a couple of spots that are a little thin, but I have a plan, and I still have to cover the inside, and then I've cut all the pieces to cover that part of it, the inside of the boxes. So what I've been doing is I am actually inking in the Distress Oxide Walnut Stain, and because it's supposed to be a vintage type feel, so I'm just kind of going through and doing this. It has been another long week. It's just like, oh my gosh, it has been so hectic. I don't even know how it happens. So I'm about to have a few days off, so excited for that. Tomorrow I'm going to stamp camp, and I'm really excited about that. I'm a little nervous. I normally go with my friend, but unfortunately one of her really good friends, her brother-in-law passed away, and she's going to the memorial, so I have to put my big girl panties on and go to the stamp camp on my own, which I'm a pretty outgoing person. I'm pretty friendly, but I usually don't go to events by myself because I'm actually a really big chicken and I get insecure about that kind of stuff. So I don't like doing that kind of stuff by myself. So it's going to definitely be an experience to go all by myself. So there's that. But the stamp camp that I'm talking about, and some of you ladies might know it, or have been to certain ones, it is actually a number of Stampin' Up. Now, I don't do a lot of Stampin' Up products. I don't. Not that there's anything wrong with them. I actually do like the Stampin' Up products. It's just never been something that I do a lot of. I have some of their stuff, but, you know, it is what it is. So, anyway, Stamp Camp is where a bunch of demonstrators get together and they do like 6 projects, I think. They do like 6 cards, or, you know, like a gift card holder or something like that. So they do like 6 projects. They prep them, and then people come and they do those 6 projects while they're there. And they show that, you know, they provide the supplies and, you know, all sorts of stuff. So, and you just pay the fee to do that. So I just always think stuff like that is fun. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow at 10 a.m. So I'm trying to think. It's in Monroe, so I'm going to have to get up early to get there on time. And so there's that bit of fun. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. So the paper that I'm using, and let me actually pull this out. I have them right here. It's actually 7 Gypsies, and I don't think, hang on just a second. I don't think I used any from this stack. No. This paper stack that I'm using is the Harmony collection, and it's basically a wedding collection. It's got some really cute patterns, and I'm using mostly just the old, I am using just the old kind of advertisement side for all of those different boxes, because I just felt like it added to the vintage feel. So I have to tell you guys, so I was prepping all of these before I came back to film. So I cut them all, and then I started inking some of them, and oh my gosh, I had a little fan on over that way, and let me tell you, there was a little bit of a mess going on. They got all mixed up. So that was fun. I had to undo all of that. Let's see. Almost done. And then we'll start gluing them. I'm trying to think of what else has been going on. It's been so long since I've done a video. I know I said that in the last one. I think our instructor problems might be resolved. Knock on wood, say a prayer, and probably shouldn't have said it out loud, but I did, so there's that. But I think we might be actually good to go. So this morning, had some errands to run, and I was getting ready, and the hubby was like, hey, I'll drive you. So we just kind of made an afternoon of it, well, a day of it. Did the bank run, did, what else? We went to Burlington because, you know, he has a severe addiction to Burlington Coat Factory. I love that place too. And I got a couple of new sweaters, and I'm so happy it's fall. I will be 100% honest. I am not a summer kind of gal. I don't know if I necessarily love winter, but I am not a fall kind of person. It is just not my scene, or summer kind of person. Oh my gosh, I am definitely a fall kind of person. And I just lost, oh, there it is, my regular pen. I'm not I don't really like the heat. A lot of people I know love the heat, and that is awesome. More power to you. I don't like being hot. I always say there's only so many layers that you can take off and still be decent, versus so many layers that, you know, you can put on extra layers. Hang on just a second, you guys. Okay, I'm back. All right, let's go ahead and keep going. So I'm just gonna use my art glitter glue. Yeah, so what I was just saying, that there's only so much that you can take off and still be decent in the summer. So that's why I like spring, fall, and winter, because you can dress in layers. You can wear boots and sweaters, and you don't really sweat that much, if at all. So it just makes me happy. So there's that. And I have a lot of sweaters. A lot of sweaters. Okay. I think this is gonna be perfect. It's gonna make me happy. Ugh, I hate filming against this ugly backdrop. It is like the ugliest. How do I keep losing? Oh, this one is this one. I keep losing pieces. Oh, that's why. Okay. So. Nice and snug. So I'm watching the, what is it? The Mysteries of Laura with Deborah Messinger. And unfortunately, this one was actually canceled because they brought back Will and Grace. So I'm bummed. So it ends in the middle of season 2. And I guess I just was watching it again in hopes that maybe, just maybe, they'll have added another episode or something. I don't know. But I really enjoy it. So. Like I said, I like watching things that I think a lot of times that I've seen before while I'm crafting, so I don't stop because I'm distracted and want to watch, and so I don't miss anything. Excuse me. So I think that's why I tend to gravitate towards things I've watched before. So cute! I just love it. It's turning out so cute. I don't know if you guys can see. I can't bring it up too high because my lighting gets worse up here. Where did that piece go? Nope, that's the wrong piece. Oh, candles. That's the other thing. I'm excited to be able to burn my candles again, because in the summer it gets so warm. Like, I know that they're not that like they put off heat, so it's like you're doing something and all of a sudden it's really, really extra warm. Because I have my crafting lights, which are LED, so they don't, they put off very minimal amount of heat. But then, the overhead light, and I have, if I'm, watching a show, then the heat from the TV, and, so it just gets to be where it's, all that stuff combined is just a lot. I hear my hubby snoring. I'm excited for Halloween. I was actually talking with my sisters today, and my nephew is, in like 2 days, he'll be 6 months old, and it'll be his first Halloween, and he is the cutest chubby little thing. And at first I was hoping that maybe she would like dress him up as like a little monkey or something, because he's just chubby, so it would be super, super cute. But he has started really liking to bounce in his little bouncy seat. And so my sisters and I were talking, and we're like, oh my gosh, he should be Tigger for Halloween. Because he likes to bounce. So we were just like, that would just be so sweet. He's so cute. He's so smiley and so happy all the time. He's got his 2 bottom front teeth. So he's so cute. I am going to have to go soon because I do have a meeting that I need to get to in a little bit. I think, did I put these? I must have done that right. I think this is the bottom. Yeah, that's the bottom and the top. Just trying to get this paper down. And then I can figure out kind of how I'm going to cover up these edges right here. And then once I figure that out, I can start decorating to my heart's content. And then I'm going to save the outside for last, just because I need to put the feet on. And that reminds me, I need to go get the feet, because I had a set that I was going to use, and someone in my life needed them, so I sent them to them, because they just needed them, and I can pick up another set local here. So that is why I don't have the feet already on them, or on it. There we go. Some of these images I just love on this old-fashioned paper, advertisement paper. They're just fun. Stay a bit farther back on some of these. And I didn't really cut them smaller. I just kind of cut them to size. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I am back. So last night I had to go, and then I had my meeting, and then I was tired, so I didn't come back to finish with the papers, and then moved them, and yeah, they got a little bit jumbled up, so I'm just trying to reorganize them so that I can put them in. Okay, actually these will go there. So I don't even remember what I was talking about. I went to the stamp camp, and it was fun. It was a little bit different than sorry, I was actually watching Anne with an E. It was a little bit different, not having anyone there that I know, but definitely the ladies there were all friendly and really sweet. I actually ended up doing like the stamping and the die cutting for my friend, so that all of her pieces, because she paid for the class, so that all of her pieces will were done. So that is that, but definitely a little bit nervous going into it, not knowing anyone, especially because it had been a couple years and see, I have blue ink on my hands, since it had been a couple of years since I had met the demonstrator, and I was like, for the life of me, I cannot remember what she looks like, but she's so nice. Let's see. Okay. What else? Oh, on the way back, I stopped at Walmart because one of my students told me, because I have a number of skull leggings that I've worn. But one of my students told me that there was some Halloween skull leggings, and so I wanted to check it out. So I stopped at the Walmart on my way home and found a pair that I liked, and then I found another pair of pants and I was like, oh, I'll try these out. So I get there and I get in the car and I'm on my way, and all of a sudden I'm like, there's a smell, and it's like a musty smell, like you know when something gets wet and like it's just like a, is that the wrong size? I think it might be the wrong size. Dang it. Okay. Anyway, and I was like, what is that smell? And because I knew it wasn't in my car before I went to Walmart, so I like picked up the bag, and it was one of the pairs of pants, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. And I don't know how I didn't notice it. Maybe it was because I was carrying it and it wasn't like, you know, sitting. It was like I was walking, so it was moving, so the smell didn't have like a chance to like waft to my nose. Anyway, there's another Walmart on my way home, and I stopped at the other Walmart to return them. I went up and I go, I just bought these like 15 minutes ago, and I almost puked in the car because it was bad. I was like, oh my gosh. And so, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just got the lucky pair that was fantastically odorized, but it was not a pleasant experience. So went, and yeah, there was that. So that was fun. So I think that's been my excitement for the day. The hubby isn't feeling good, so actually after I got home, he said he could really go for it's like a certain kind of tea, kind of juice thing, so we didn't have any, so I ran to the store. I guess my other excitement was ran to the store, and the local high school, like up the road from us, is having an event. I don't even know what kind of event, but it completely messed up traffic. I'm going to tell you guys, it normally takes me, I would say, like, being in, you know, in the parking and all that kind of stuff, like in the store, I'd say 15 minutes, you know, there and back. And that's, you know, with getting the items and all that kind of stuff. It took me, I think, 25 to 30 minutes to get out of the gas station and to the, what we call the long road. So yeah, doubled the time, and the traffic was so backed up. It doesn't help that there's a new roundabout that we have going on. It definitely does not help, but yeah, so there was that. Let's see. Excuse me. I am trying to gear up for Halloween, and everybody around me is gearing up for Christmas. And in fact, at stamp camp, I actually bought some Christmas stamps and paper and dies. So, cutest little Santas. Ooh, so cute. I'm so excited. But I love Halloween. I just absolutely love Halloween. think this box is just coming together so nice. I'm not even done putting the paper on. I'm like, it's coming together so nice. Definitely the paper is helping. So I'm very excited for this coming week. I actually have short days. So the short days are, and actually I'm only going to be working Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm taking Thursday off. The class is full. And I want to hang out with my friend Missy because I don't get to hang out with her very much. We usually try and hang out on Mondays because that's when I work my short week. That's one of our days off. So we usually try and hang out, you know, when I have the Monday off. But because this coming Monday is Columbus Day, so that's not going to make a lot of sense once this video goes live. But it's this coming Monday is Columbus Day, and so she has to work because that's just at her work. That's just what it is. Like sale days, like you can't take a day off, and especially like in Halloween time. Halloween is like their biggest month, so she works a lot. But her puppy just found out that she has liver cancer, so it's very, very sad. And yeah, unfortunately it's an aggressive form, and there isn't any treatment that this particular cancer responds to. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's like it's a rare cancer. So that's a bummer. Yeah. And then let's see. Truly's been kind of sick lately too, ever since her, ever since we got her spayed. I might have even talked about this, but ever since we got her spayed in May, she's been having some issues as far as she will vomit after eating. She also coughs. And so, I think I already talked about this. Anyway, so need to get her in to a different vet, because if you didn't hear this part before, it is basically one of the vets at the practice said, oh, it's all in her head. That it's a psychological thing. And I'm like, I don't know any dog who makes themselves vomit on purpose. Like, I've never even heard of anything like that. Obviously humans have done that, but I've never heard of a dog doing that. So I'm going to get a second opinion on that. Yay, this part is done. Okay. All right. Yay. Okay, so now we're going to start the decorating part, and this is going to be a little bit harder to film. I actually need to order another pin for my glue because this one is very crooked. Okay, I need to get that ready. And like I said, I've got some stuff planned for the inside and the cover, and I've got a few more things to do to the outside. And I just have a lot to do still. All right, I have a bunch of stuff pulled out and set aside to decorate this. So I guess let's just get started. I still have to purchase the feet, but that's okay. I can do this without the footsies. All right. I want to prop this up like so, but what should I prop it up with? Let me make sure. Should have some stuff. There. Oh, there's the train. I have my little guy right there. Let's just use my little kind of candy dish kind of thing. Okay, so I thought that I might have a box for some cooking stuff, like spoons. So maybe, because I've got a little rolling pin. Kind of want to do like, let's go ahead and do these. Okay, those might not fit in the little cooking one. And then I thought I had, maybe he's still over here. I just have a couple of things. That's a little gnome, but I like him. I should probably keep him out too. I thought I had one of those little characters that was more like a cooking theme. But, okay, so I have this guy. Gnome. Oop, that came off pretty easy. All right, here we go. I'm just kind of flattening out the bottom a little bit. Okay. I need to also get some brads, and I don't know if they were here. Oh, I can also do that little guy. Let's see. All right. Okay, I need I'm going to, I need a little piece of lace because I just had an idea. Excuse me. Okay. I'm gonna make a little kind of apron. Okay. And now I need ribbon. Oh. Could be a little pretend apron. Right. Cover that part. We'll see if I even like the look of this. All right, so brads. Let's see if I have any handy. Do kind of. I was hoping that I had some of my other ones a little more handy. Oh, because that's I'm gonna have to dig. Okay. All right. Oh Lord. Lots of noise. I want them to look like they're kind of hanging on something. And 3. How will that work? Okay. Let's see. Okay. I actually like this little piece right there because it kind of looks like it's a hook, you know, so it's like curved a little bit. Okay. All right, the other thing I want to look at is I have some ephemera. And it's not necessarily cooking, anything like that, but it can get tucked in. So out. Right, so we'll go ahead. Okay. Get these in first. I know that this project is really going to make me struggle because I made a couple of configuration boxes, but they have been shabby chic in theme. And so this is supposed to be vintage. And so I know it's going to be a challenge to do. Okay, so all right. Go ahead. I don't know if this will kind of... It looks like an apron like that, but when you go to put it on, I don't know. I think the material just might be a little too much. Maybe I just used the wrong thread. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. All right. There's that. We do have some other things that I can put in there. I'll use that. I don't know. What do you guys think about the clown? He's kind of creepy. there. Cupcake there. Huh. I do have... Something needs to go there. But I don't necessarily have anything. No. Okay. I am going to oops. Go ahead and word. Whoopsies. Okay. Actually just had an idea. So I'm going to put that there. And I think I want I like this little guy there. Sit right. Mousie's gonna sit right there. Cake there. Ooh, rolling pin. I love this Beacons 3-in-1 glue.